Good morning, I'm Dr. Marianne Gale from New South Wales Health with the COVID-19 update for today, Friday the 22nd of October. In New South Wales, in the 24 hours till 8 p.m. last night, there were 345 locally acquired cases of COVID-19 reported, and there were more than 76,000 COVID-19 tests also reported in that period. Across New South Wales, 92.7% of people aged 16 years and over have received a first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, and 83% are fully vaccinated. In the 12 to 15-year-old age group, 76.6% have had their first dose, and 43.5% are fully vaccinated. Again, we thank everybody in the community for coming forward to protect themselves, their families and the broader community from COVID-19. Currently in hospital, there are 482 people admitted, with 125 people in intensive care, 67 of whom require ventilation. Of the 125 people in ICU, 97 people are not vaccinated, 17 people have received a first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, and 11 people have received 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine. Today I'm sad to report the deaths of 5 people, 3 women and 2 gentlemen. 1 person was in their 30s, 1 person in their 50s, 1 person in their 70s, 1 person in their 80s, and 1 person in their 90s. 3 people who passed away were from southwestern Sydney, 1 person was from Sydney's inner city, and 1 person was from southeastern Sydney. 1 person was not vaccinated, 2 people had received 1 dose of a COVID vaccine, and 2 people had received 2 doses. One of the deaths was a man in his 70s from southwestern Sydney who died at Royal Prince Alfred Hospital. He had received 1 dose of a COVID vaccine and had underlying health conditions, and he acquired his infection at the Greek Orthodox Community Home for the Aged in Earlwood, and his is the first death linked to an outbreak at that facility. Another death is a woman in her 90s from southeastern Sydney who died at Prince of Wales Hospital, which is also where she acquired her infection. She had received 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine and also had underlying health conditions. On behalf of New South Wales Health, I extend my sincere sympathies to the families and the friends of those people who have passed away. In terms of our ongoing sewage surveillance system, we have detected fragments in a number of areas where we are currently unaware of active cases, and they are in Leeton, Moree, Guyra, Corindi, Old Bar, Harrington and Burrawa. Everyone in these areas we strongly urge to monitor for symptoms and get tested if you have even the mildest of symptoms. Yesterday, New South Wales Health announced that people entering New South Wales from Victoria will continue to be subject to public health orders which restrict entry to New South Wales until the 1st of November. This means that anyone who enters New South Wales who's been in Victoria in the past 14 days must complete a declaration and adhere to stay-at-home rules currently in place until Monday, the 1st of November, when this requirement will be lifted. From the 1st of November, an unvaccinated person who has been in Victoria in the previous 14 days won't be able to enter New South Wales for a holiday or for recreation. I'd like to provide a reminder as we go back to school, and next week the vast majority of students across the state will have returned to classrooms. And I'd like to just take this opportunity to remind our students and parents to remain vigilant. If any of our kids have even the mildest of symptoms, it's really important not to go to school, important to go and get a test and stay home until you receive a negative result. I'd like to also remind everybody that this weekend we have a walk-in weekend for vaccination for 12 to 15-year-olds across the state, and there are more than 40 locations where vaccination is available. No appointment is needed, and we particularly want to encourage all 12 to 15-year-olds who haven't yet had a first dose or who haven't yet completed their course with a second dose to please take advantage of that opportunity this weekend to go and get vaccinated. For everyone else in the community, if you haven't yet got vaccinated, please don't delay. We've got really high coverage, which is terrific, and we want to see those numbers go even higher. Even for people who've had COVID and who have fully recovered, you do not need to delay your vaccination. You can get vaccinated as soon as you feel well again. You do not need to wait. So again, thank you everybody for your continued efforts to get vaccinated, to get tested, to follow the public health advice. Please take care and stay safe.